I have always longed to be known, truly known, by another human being. Sometimes we live for years with yearnings that we cannot name, until a crack appears in the sky and widens and reveals us to ourselves, as the pandemic did, because it was during lockdown that I began to sift through my life and give names to things long unnamed. I vowed at first to make the most of this collective sequestering. If I had no choice but to stay indoors, then I would oil my thinning edges every day, drink 8 tall glasses of water, jog on the treadmill, sleep long, luxurious hours, and pat rich serums on my skin. I would write new travel pieces from old unused notes, and if lockdown lasted long enough, I might finally have the heft I needed for a book. But only days in, and I was spiraling inside a bottomless well. Words and warnings swelled and spun, and I felt as if all human progress was swiftly reversing to an ancient stage of confusion that should by now have been extinct. Don't touch your face, wash your hands, don't go outside, spray disinfectant, wash your hands, don't go outside, don't touch your face. Did washing my face count as touching? I always used a face towel, but one morning my palm grazed my cheek and I froze, the tap water still running. It couldn't matter, surely, since I never even stepped outside. But what did "don't touch your face" and "wash your hands" mean when nobody knew how this had started, when it would end, or what even it was? I woke up daily assailed by anxiety, my heart staring itself into a race without my permission, and sometimes I pressed my palm to my chest and held it there. I was alone in my house in Maryland, in suburban silence, the eerie roads bordered by trees that themselves seemed stilled by the quiet. No cars drove past. I looked out and saw a herd of deer striding across the clearing of my front yard. About 10 deer, or maybe 15. Nothing like the lone deer I would see from time to time, chewing shyly in the grass. I felt frightened of them, their unusual boldness, as though my world was about to be overrun not just by deer, but by other lurking creatures I could not imagine. Sometimes I barely ate, wandering into the pantry to nibble on crackers, and other times I dug out forgotten bags of frozen vegetables and cooked spicy beans that reminded me of childhood. The formless days bled into one another, and I had the sensation of time turning inward. My joints throbbed, and the muscles of my back and the sides of my neck, as if my body knew too well that we are not made to live like this. I did not write because I could not write. I never turned on my treadmill. On Zoom calls, everyone echoed, reaching but not touching. The distance between us all further hollowed out. My best friend, Zikora, nearby in DC, called one afternoon and said she was at Walmart buying toilet paper. "You went out," I said, almost shouting. "I'm double masked and I'm wearing gloves," she said. "The police are here organizing the line for toilet paper. Can you imagine?" Zikora switched to Igbo and continued. "People are shouting at each other. I'm really afraid someone will soon pull a gun. This white man in front of me is suspect. He came in a massive truck and he's wearing a red hat.